Hello Year 1, it's Miss Griffiths, and today we're going to be continuing to look at 2D shapes. Our star words of today are sides, curved, straight, vertices, triangle, circle, square and rectangle. Some of these words were used last week when we were doing 3D shapes. Can you remember which words they were? Let's start with a power-up to warm up our brains. Today we are going to be counting to 20 from 0. Do you think you can say the names of the numbers as they appear on the screen? Let's go and count together. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic! We've counted from 0 to 20. Do you think you could pause the video here and show your adults where the numbers 12 and the numbers 15 are? Did you find them? Brilliant. 12 is over here. It's made up of a 1 and a 2. And 15 is over here, made up of a 1 and a 5. Great job with your counting today. Now let's continue with our shapes. Let's discover all about 2D shapes together. Have a look at this picture here. What shapes do you notice in this picture? You can pause the video and discuss with the person you're with the shapes that you can spot. Now let's look at our questions. We'll start with 1A. Which 3D shapes did Irene use for the head and the body? We can see here Irene has made a lovely picture and she's used 3D shapes to print 2D shapes on her piece of paper. We can see the 3D shapes she's used are well done, that's a pyramid. Next to it is fantastic, a cube, a cone, well done. And finally, in Irene's hand, she's holding a cuboid. Well done. Now, as you can see, some of the faces of these 3D shapes, when printed, make a 2D shape. And we need to spot which 3D shapes she used to make the head and the body. Pause the video here and see if you can discuss with your adult what shapes she might have used to make the square head and the circular body. Have you worked out the answer? Well done. I can see for the head that Irene has made a square, and this square is quite big. If I look at my shapes, I can see the pyramid has a square face at the bottom. The cube has lots of square faces. All of its 6 faces are square. It might have been that. Or it could have been the square face of the cuboid. But if I look at the face, I can see it's a big square. And the biggest square face of all of these 3D shapes was the cube, so that must be the one that Irene used to make her face. If you look at the body, you can see that Irene has made it out of a circle. The cube only has square faces, so it can't have been the cube. The cuboid has square and rectangular faces, so it couldn't have been the cuboid. It must have been the cone that has made the circle. And then for a smaller square, it's probably this cuboid here that Irene has in her hand, which I can see is yellow. So that is what she must have used to make the head and the body. Do you think you can spot the other shapes that Irene used to make the rest of her body? You can pause the video now and discuss that with your adult. Now let's look at 1B. 1B asks, which leg did Irene print first? Have a look at the two legs. There's a green one and a purple leg. Pause the video here and discuss with your adult which leg you think Irene printed first and why. Have you done that? Let's see if we can find out together then. If I look at the picture, I can see that the green leg is on top of the purple leg, and the purple leg is a little bit underneath the green leg. That must mean that the purple leg was printed first as the green leg overlaps it. Now it's your turn to do your tasks in your workbook. Your first task is, can you label 3D shapes with what 2D shapes they would print? Here I've got an example for you. I know that a cylinder would print a circle. So here I've drawn a cylinder and next to it I've shown that it would print a circle. Do you think you could show what 2D shapes these 3D shapes here would print? It might be more than one. Your second task is to fill in the blanks of these questions. Your first question is, a something has 6 square faces. Your second question is, a something has 1 square face. Your third question, a cylinder has 2 something faces. Your fourth question, a cuboid has 0 something faces. And your fifth question, a something has 1 circle face. All of the answers are in the word bank here. You just need to choose the correct word to put in the blank. Now you can have a challenge. Which of these shapes on the screen would not print a circle? Why do you think it wouldn't? Have a look at the shapes with your adult and see if you can discuss which shape would not print a circle. Once you've done your work, don't forget to take a picture of it and email it to your class teacher. Well done for doing all of this hard work on 2D shapes today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.